If you don't get the hell out, Gary, we're talking red panties, marijuana, and going down. So stay tuned. It's the Sistas After Show.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey!
Laugh and slap.
Hey! Laugh and slap. Laugh and slap. Laugh and slap. Laugh and slap.
What's up, guys? Hopefully you put your kids to bed, poured yourself a glass of wine, and got real cozy because we're getting real intimate tonight on the Sistas After Show. We're talking episode 5? We're episode 5? Yes, and we have a lot to get into because let me tell you something. We are tired. Baby. We're tired, Mr. Perry. We're tired, all right? But before we get into this show, before we get into our Wednesday wisdom later on the show, because I know Kiki Boom has some craziness for us, let me introduce you to my amazing panel to my left. He's not the second, he's not the fourth, but he's Howard the third.
Hello. Nice to be seen, nice to be heard.
Okay.
Hey.
You got some red flap panties?
No. No, I don't do that. I'm classy.
Okay. Well, someone I do know has. No, I'm just kidding. My Aquarius sister, always here with me, Miss El Marie.
Hey guys, what's up?
And down to the very end, Sagittarius season starts tomorrow, honey, and the birthday queen herself is in the building. It's Kiki Boom Boom.
Yes, and I have a flap for that slap. I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. Sagittarius season starts Friday. I will behave until then. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Sorry.
And I'm your girl, Drew Jones, and I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Guys.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
How did you all feel about tonight's episode?
Okay.
Tyler Deshaun Perry. Why must you drag us every week?
Not Deshaun.
I know it's not Deshaun, but I feel like his name should be.
I can see that.
Tyler Deshaun Perry.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a great writer. Like, this show is so triggering, and I feel like every week when we think it's crazy, because our reactions, for those who don't know, we watch it live and then we tape the show. So our reactions are always like we're grabbing each other. We're like, yo! So Tyler Perry, kudos, because this episode was insane.
Okay.
Like, we have Lillian Cherry in the chat, and she was like, tonight's episode was crazy.
Baby.
Wow.
Like, definitely.
It was ridiculous. I was just on the floor in so many different scenes. Everything from red panties to
the lift up.
To the lift up.
Woo!
To Dani, trying to just push away her love because that was triggering. You passed me off to your friend because you knew you don't want to get hurt.
Ass. I just want y'all real quick because I was curious to guess what Tyler Perry's sign is.
Tyler Perry's sign?
A Libra.
Think he's a Libra?
Oh, I hope not.
As someone who's been triggered by Libra men, I want to say Tyler's either like an Aries or I think like maybe a Cancer.
I can give him a Cancer, maybe a Gemini.
Maybe a Gemini.
Y'all wrong.
What is
He's
it?
a Virgo.
Oh!
Okay, that makes
sense.
too.
Perfection.
Okay.
That makes a lot of
Perfect.
sense.
According, according to my research, he's a Virgo.
Hey, Tyler.
This show makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
All right.
But we, like you said, we have so much to get into. Let's start with red panties. So, in tonight's episode, we're picking up from last episode. Sabrina and Keven are having a lovely dinner. We see that they had a good time, and the night is still young, honey.
Child.
So,
Might as well rip out the red panties since the night is so young.
The pickup?
The pickup got me.
Yeah.
A moment of silence for the pickup.
Moment of silence. Wow. The pickup.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. The pickup on the show. Okay.
It was a nice
Tyler
pickup.
Deshaun Perry, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I said, he's wearing, he kicked off the loafers so he could.
Like, he took care of it in the kitchen first.
Yeah.
And
he
then
said,
brought you to the room.
I'm going to wash the dishes and I'm going to wash your dish.
Ooh.
And I said,
But you know what I liked about that? Because it was kind of classic. Like, I love that he was just like, yeah, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
So smooth.
about to take care of you. And she was like, it's none of that. Like, you know how sometimes.
Yeah.
And he called her and he was like, oh, you're one of those women who's like, you're trying to hold out, but you want to really give out.
Yeah.
And I love that he was just like, I got you, sis. You stay right here. I'll just go down in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, ladies and Howard, what I want to know is,
Triggered.
are Do you believe in holding out? Do you think holding out is important, or do you think that first night it's okay to hit?
I think it depends on I think it depends on the person. Like me and my personality, I can't do it right away because then I'm going to be just thinking too much. Like, do you like me? Are you going to be here? You know what I mean? I'm not strong enough to stand in my own, like, I did it because I wanted to, and I'm just being 100 about it. You know what I mean? So I have to kind of wait a little while to at least know, like, okay, we'll kick it to some level. You know what I mean? That you're interested and you do like me. We don't necessarily have to probably be in a relationship, but I got to know this is not going to turn into booty call things. We passed that.
True. I feel the same way. I'm like, listen, I can't do it the first night. Even if I'm really attracted to the person, I'll be like, just for me, because I'll get a little bit crazy, because after we done did it, now we married. So look at that.
Together.
Now I'm married in your house, and I'm out outside your house.
Now you're calling the cops on me.
I was just trying not to say, right? I think I talk about my crazy a lot, so I was trying not to just say that, but that's basically what it is.
I'm not ashamed. I get a little crazy. So if we wait like 5th, 6th date, like I'll be more stable.
Yeah,
and
5 dates.
Well, I want to be able to understand the person. I want to, before
I always say I like my sex with feelings.
Word, because if you're just here for a little bit, well, that's the thing. If I'm dating the person, then I want to wait till the 5th or 6th date. I can go get me a little booty call on the side with somebody random. But if I like you, I want to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I don't think it matters, and I'm saying this today. 10 years ago, you would have asked me, I would have been like, no, wait. That's just me and my personal experience. I think it depends on the situation, the person you're kicking it with, if you want to, because we're all grown here.
Right.
There's been moments where a friend of mine has maybe hooked up with someone on the first night and they ended up in a relationship. But it wasn't expected. So I think it all depends on the situation. And I don't think there's anything wrong with holding out and waiting if you want to get to know that person. I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to get it in the first night. Because me personally, it depends if they like you, they like you.
Right.
They don't.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I think it depends on your personality.
What
you can handle.
It depends on what you can handle. If you can do it, great. If not, hold the cow. It's okay.
I like to try the milk before I buy the cow. So for me,
living in LA, I'm like,
for me, it depends. I think it depends. Like, if we're really vibing on a night, then it might happen on the first night. But if it's like we're not as open with each other, it just depends on how open we become with each other on the first.
Don't give me any Hennessy
date. But I do feel for women, kind of, though, because I think there is this pressure that if we put out on the first night, then it's like we're afraid we're not going to get respected.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like men can put out on the first night and it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's a double standard there. So I get, and I feel like that's a lot of the reason why a lot of women have that reservation of putting out on the first night is because they don't want to get labeled a certain way rather than them like actually wanting to do it. And I say, let's burn the patriarchy. Let's bone on the first night. That's how I feel.
If you can handle it, okay?
If you can handle it.
She's outside. Emmy is outside your house today.
Almarie needs right now. Almarie needs to be
I feel you, girl.
Listen, baby.
Now, if you do it right, then
the first we move in. Like, I'm
That's
here.
what I'm saying. It could just be so good. And next thing you know, I'm in your house.
And you didn't ask for it. I'm standing over you while you're sleeping.
So they start. But
I made a key.
They start to hook up. And she depantses him.
Oh.
And she gets some lacy little number. So what I want to know is, because she clearly was stressed out about it, are lacy panties a turn off? On men? On men?
With buttons?
With the buttons in the back. The fancy lacy? Yes.
No.
Kiki, we're here.
Okay,
we're here,
here's
baby.
the thing,
If
right?
y'all's men pulled up with some lacy draws from Victoria's Secret, both of y'all would be okay? Nakia and
I would be,
Drew?
if I don't, I'll be sexless.
Weirder things have happened.
Listen, weirder things have happened. Here's the thing. They weren't lacy. They weren't panties. They were the cute little boy shorts.
They was down there panties.
They was panties.
And he had the old school, like, remember, like, never mind. He had the old. Here's the thing. I feel like don't stop your blessings because of somebody's panties.
Yeah.
Then after we can have a conversation and try to figure out, but I do feel, because even when Mignon was here, we had that conversation of the type of man Calvin is and the type of, like, especially black women, and black men, we're just so reserved. When something different hits us, we're just like, no, absolutely not. And I feel like that's nothing to do with the sex. If he's willing and ready, why not?
Because if you're doing it right, those will be across the room in about a minute.
Now, if I catch you in my panties, that's a problem.
Yeah, now
if you're in my drawer wearing my underwear, I'm like, sir, I'm calling the cops.
They were made by the same company. So
but he bought them. So that
what's your
bother
discount
me.
code? I'm kidding. I don't know.
The Europeans wear banana hammocks and Speedos all the time, and nobody's questioning their sexuality.
I was just going to say,
That
European men pull up in those type of underwear, Speedos, and it's fine. I just think...
True. But why I have to have buttons?
But you know what?
Maybe he didn't see the buttons.
You know what? But maybe the buttons hit a certain way when he sits a certain way. I don't know. Maybe he likes it. But I'll say this: to me, those underwear say, "Oh, you take care of yourself and you're hygienic and you're clean."
Yes.
I don't care that they had buttons in the back. They were just lace. The lace is what kind of threw it off for me.
Because you know what? Kevin Hart did a stand-up. And Nakia knows what I'm talking about because I literally bring it up all the time because it's truly disgusting. Kevin Hart brought up a thing in his stand-up about how he hides his boxer briefs because there's poop stains in them because he's afraid to wipe his own ass because it's considered gay. You know what I'm saying? So you can't hide that when you're wearing little red lacy panties. I know that you be cleaning yourself. So I'm like, you know what?
I just feel like they weren't like women's underwear. They were like men European looking underwear.
Yeah,
they were different because I've never seen that before. So I think for me personally, I would have been caught off guard, but that's not stopping the sex, fam.
Yeah, it's hard in these streets. Y'all,
in these LA streets, I'm not telling you to get out.
No pun intended.
Baby.
I might.
Shit, tell me where you got the underwear from.
He looked like that, and he's ready, and he's...
You pick me up.
Only because there is like that... There's a stigma already, or not a stigma, but you know what I mean? You're just kind of questioning his sexuality already, and you're trying to look past it, and things just keep on coming to you.
Maybe
it's
he's European.
Was she
maybe his dads were.
Was she valid in being concerned that he only was going down on her and didn't come up?
I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. At first, I would say yeah, and I'm jumping ahead because in the preview, it shows he was like, you didn't want to. So it seems like he was being respectful. Mm-hmm. So I guess, and then that's another thing, like we have to, like, once again, it's like we have to kind of try to open our minds to a man, like, just because, like, some men do respect women. So just because he did all that and didn't ask for his or wasn't trying to screw you doesn't mean that, like, he was gay or anything.
I agree because I think sometimes there are women who are like, "Oh, men don't go down on me. They don't spend enough time for me." And I think here's one man that's like, "I will spend." And I know men personally, who are like, "Yo," either they say, not me personally.
I was like, really?
No, I don't have that. I don't have that luck. I don't have that luck. Friends have told me that they love pleasing women. And their goal is to please a woman. Doesn't matter if it's minutes, hours, whatever. Some men were like, "I'd rather you not even touch me right now. I'd rather just go down on you." And I think sometimes women are like, "I don't have men go down on me enough." So I think that was cool for him to. And she did freeze when she took the underwear off. She was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And he was like, "What's the problem?" And he's like, "Matter of fact, I'll just finish it."
But you know what? Women go down on men all the time and don't come up and expect someone to reciprocate. So it's like, why is it questionable when a man wants to do that? You know, like there are women who say that they enjoy giving.
Used to it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like the concern of his sexuality again is weird because it's like there are women who enjoy giving head and don't, aren't trying to, like, they get off on that. So why? On the same principle, would a man not?
Yeah, there's some men who genuinely just love to please women. And they'll say, "I just want to see you get off. Let me just..." And remember, this is our first night, and maybe he could have just been like, "I know you don't want to go all the way. Let me just go down and please you in that way."
Let me get you. I got you.
But I wish they would have spoke about that in that moment. Like, at least kind of give me some type of hint. Like, okay, am I doing good? Or you want me to come up? Just slip it in there while you're down there. Just look on up. Want me to come up, baby? All right, baby. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. There could have been a hint in there.
What do we think of Maurice breaking down the panties flat for a slap? Flat for that quick slap.
That's just going to ruin Sabrina because that just put it all back into her mind.
Yeah, I mean, I love Maurice, but I was like, Sabrina, you can't keep talking to him, girl. It's not helping you. Yeah. It's not.
Him or Dani, because everybody's in your head.
Yeah.
If you like this guy, you like this guy, and you guys talk about whatever's bothering you, but stop going to outside sources because this could just be something different.
Yeah, and the door is already open for that conversation now. So it's not like it'll be like awkward or uncomfortable. The door's open, like so you can openly talk to him him about how you're feeling about it. But real quick, Lillian Cherry, she brought up, I want to know where he had to go at 1 a.m. He wanted to spend the night because he said, I want to go in the morning.
Right.
He did.
So where'd you have to go? Unless he felt...
Do you let people sleep over on the first night normally?
Oh, no.
Not usually for me, not usually on the first night. Because, we still trying to figure each other out.
Well,
it can be crazy.
I'm saying
I felt
I have
him
before, but that was the time I went cuckoo after that one. But but the one time I did do it, yes, they stayed over.
I felt him in that moment because I don't usually sleep over people's homes.
I don't like to sleep over either.
Like when I seen him get up, I've done that where I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. And it's nothing against you. It's just me that's like, I want to get in my bed. It's nothing against you. I realize it's 2:00 in the morning. I gotta go. And it may not be I have nowhere to go. It's just a comfort thing for me. So I felt him in that moment. But in the back of my mind, I was like, where the hell he going right now?
I was gonna say I've seen Nakia fall asleep on my couch and wake up at 3 a.m. to go home.
No, and it's like
stayed there.
It can be at a friend's home. It can be at a guy's place. I will wake up in the middle of the night and be like, I gotta go. And everyone's like, where are you going? I don't know, but I have to go home. So it could just be a comfort thing. But it did worry me because he did say, I'll see you in the morning. Then he's like, I gotta go. So I don't know.
That's what bothered me. If he hadn't said that, but then he's like, now you gotta go.
Exactly.
A big like thing that's been common in this episode or in this series so far too is the women taking deeply into consideration the opinions of their friends about the people that they're dating. So what I want to know is how much do you take in consideration? I mean, we're all really good friends in real life. How much? And we obviously talk about men. Triggered. But how much do you take your friends' opinions on the men that you're dating or thinking about dating?
It's funny because me, not much, because my friends wouldn't know. I don't know, I'm just a weirdo, and I'd be not secretive, but private, and they probably wouldn't know about them until it's I'm in there. So even if you have an opinion, I'm kind of in already to where it won't really sway me that much. I'm weird, I don't know.
No, I completely understand because I'm the same way. Before I even introduce my friends to a potential man, it's a long process.
Yeah.
I do love to hear my friends' opinions. I would like to, have them tell me what's going on with this guy. And sometimes when they do, I'm kind of like, ooh, I didn't catch that. So I say a good 50%.
Yeah. I'm becoming more open now. For instance, the things you guys know now, probably a few years ago, you wouldn't. You know what I mean? But it depends. So I'm becoming more open to kind of get that because also maybe it may be a good thing because, sometimes your friends see something you don't.
Exactly. They're looking on the outside, looking in.
I'm like that in the beginning stages. I am a little bit more private when I'm dating someone and I try not to give a little bit too much information out. But in the beginning, we're all really good friends and we all know. So in the beginning stages, I love listening to my friends' advice. But I have my own mind, and I'm I'm going to do what I want to do. But I would love to know, how my friends feel about a certain situation. Or I'll go to you guys and be like, what do you guys think? Do you think he feels this way? I love getting you guys' advice on that.
Yeah, so. I agree. I definitely do, at the end of the day, what I feel like doing. But I think what's great about having, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, is that... for me, I feel like I'm very blunt about. I try to at least tell one of you the full story, both sides, unfiltered. Because then later on, when it's we're keeking it up and talking, and I start to. One of you, normally Nakia, can be like, you what you failed to say.
That's normally how it goes.
Every time.
I tell you true story.
It's not dry Drew hour. But I do think in this case, Sabrina takes into consideration too much of what her friends are saying, and that can be problematic because I think you have to have a solid understanding of how you feel about the person before you bring it to your friends.
Yeah, agreed.
Let's get into. Let's do Dani. Let's talk about Dani. Dani is living with beautiful.
That ass. I'm sorry. That might have been inappropriate. I'm sorry.
Can I just say?
You could set a drink on it.
No disrespect to DeLong, his wife.
Yeah,
beautiful,
no disrespect.
Beautiful couple. I understand why she's normally pregnant a lot.
Yes.
And they've been together since high school. One of the most beautiful couples. My favorite black couple.
Yes.
I get it now. I've never seen him undressed like that. And I was like, I did not know he had all that. So, sis, I understand why you guys have a baby every year.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense.
I love Dani. I think I've said it multiple times. I relate to Dani heavy. Like, I see a lot of myself in her. I can relate to her. Something that they talked about tonight was very relatable, where he kind of called her out and said, I was feeling you, but you pushed me off on your friend. And I think I'm excited to see us explore that with Dani, because I think especially, and Mignon talked about it last week, being a full-figured woman stuff, a lot of times you're assuming like, oh, they don't want me, they like my friend, like, whatever. And so it's cool to see someone that's so hot like Zach, be like, yo, I was feeling you, but you pushed me off on your friend. And
triggered.
Yeah. Because how many times?
Triggered.
Okay.
How many times?
I do it. I've done it. So when he said it, it really resonated with me, because that's something, curvy girl, tom girl. I have a lot of beautiful friends. So to me personally, when I meet guys, I'm like, oh, they don't like me. They like, and I'm that girl that's like, meet my friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't you drag me. Okay? Yeah. But when he said that, I was like, yo, and this is why I love Tyler Perry, because he writes for everybody. Men, women, relationships, different. Because when he said that, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I've done that. We all can relate to pushing a guy up that you like because you assume he didn't like you. And he's high as hell, like, no, I did, but you pushed me to your friend.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to know what marijuana strain you're smoking.
Okay.
That's having you act that way, because we
acting
are in
drunk
California.
almost.
So I'm saying I have an understanding of that.
Like that was like a sativa.
Hybrid.
A hybrid. I was like, a hybrid of what?
Right.
If you the truth like that, like he was just spilling his guts. I'm like, what, y'all passing?
I got a couple people I'm trying to match with.
Yeah. Who do I give it to? Smoke this right quick. Truth serum.
Like, take a hit or two.
Cool. Tell me, do you love me?
Tell me more.
How do you feel?
Let's light this up real quick. But I really want to see. I want to see a relationship with Dani.
Same.
I want to see it too, but I don't know if I want to see it with him. I know
No,
how he said that,
yeah.
but now it's too far into girl code. It's too far into, now he's living with you, so it's a little messy. So I want to see the relationship, just not with him.
I'm just nervous because, that's
very
triggering.
Especially, like you said, especially with someone who already, y'all probably had past feelings. Y'all probably didn't kick it.
Yeah.
And then bring it up and be like, you're beautiful. So someone who probably already liked you before.
Yeah.
Kicked it with your friend, and you got, that's a tough situation when you're like,
super tough, yeah.
Fam.
Because I talked about it like off air. Like I was like, I think the situation is just that, like he kind of like, because of the way that they flirt and the way that because they both would do it, the way they went back and forth, I was like, there was a little something there. But I was like, I think Dani probably pushed him off, you know what I mean, because she had those like insecurities. And so like you said, like there's a little something there. You guys are living together, y'all smoking and everything. It's just
one lonely rainy night.
Okay.
Baby.
And y'all get that truth weed.
Come on, truth weed.
Okay. I don't want to see it happen, but for the sake of the good TV,
I'd love to see it.
I kind of want to see it.
And then y'all said she couldn't tell us what she was like. It's a little tricky.
I think, and Brian, when he was he plays Maurice. I think it's gonna go down.
Well,
good drama.
It's already kind of going down with Karen, because this wife is just
damn.
I'm on him back.
Please, just give me 6 months. Just no, ma'am, I cannot.
Why are you gonna tell me how great of a man that your husband, soon to be ex-husband, is, and then be like, but don't take him?
Exactly.
I'm taking him, and then you just told me
he's
something.
mine.
You did him wrong, sis. You did him wrong.
With his friend.
Karen, are you crazy? I'm taking him now. She never told me that.
He's mine.
Then you just told me you slept with his friend. Poor man. Lay on my bosom. I feel bad for him now.
She's like,
I'm kidding. But Karen, get away from me.
What I say, I cannot stand Nakia. Just know I mean it with my whole heart.
Girl.
I mean,
I just, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
First of all, it was a lot that he called the damn wife to bring the wall. Because remember last week I was so bothered by that. Like, why would you do that? Then she's like, did he tell you I slept with his friend? Karen!
she said he's rich. You know what I'm saying? 8 figures. That's my type.
That's my type. Give me more. What else?
8-inch, big.
That's the pipe. The man that rubbed my feet under the table. You think I'm giving back to you now?
I already know he's good with his hands, so he's probably good with something
I was
else.
trying to be nice, but baby, you done rolled up on me at work telling me how bad a person you are. He's mine now. He's mine.
We may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Yes.
Not Blue Ivy's economy. Am I giving up that man? Goodbye.
I just think it's too much. Like, you're in my personal space. Talk to your husband. I don't owe you anything.
Nothing.
She's not a mistress in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
Get away from me.
Wasn't this only the first date with Karen?
Yes.
So you gonna roll up on me with the first date because you don't follow me on the quick gram.
Come on, copyright.
Not Insta, but quick.
The quick grab.
Karen, go home. Give me 6 months. No.
Karen,
no.
If
Not
you keep
6
talking
months.
to me, I'll give you 6 hours only.
Get out of
Karen.
my face. He's fine.
I'm
girl.
calling him now,
Right?
okay? Leave
Call
me
him
alone.
now.
Look,
I tried to
look.
give you a chance, but you shouldn't have came to my job, girl.
And stop
should've.
Because
competing.
clearly he can put it down if he has you acting crazy. So
Acting
why the
crazy.
hell am I
You
gonna?
cheating on him with his friend?
He
girl.
loves me from the bottom of his heart.
Clearly,
So
he
why are you
don't,
rubbing
though.
my feet?
At the dinner table.
Is you mad because? Never mind. I'm not gonna go down. I'm not gonna
don't
put
do
it.
it. Don't
But
do
I
it.
just think it's weird. Like, I don't know you. I don't owe you explanation. Talk to your
Exactly.
man. He called you to this restaurant.
Yeah.
I just met him. This was a first date. And don't come to me with Carfax about him. Like, girl,
Don't get
Don't run down his Carfax.
because I already looked it up and I'm gonna get him anyway. But get away from. Don't come to my job. Now I'm concerned because now you pull up to my job. Like, how do you know where I work?
Yeah.
Well, the quick gram.
Stalker.
But remember what Brian said, that we're gonna get to know this wife.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I kept thinking about. We're gonna get to know her.
And her family.
And
He
her
said we would
family,
meet
like
her
the
parents.
So that's what made me like, what the hell is this?
Ooh.
Oh, so she ain't going away.
No.
no.
She
Hopefully we'll
fight
meet
for
the
that
kids.
6 months.
Give me 6 months.
6 months.
Speaking of someone fighting, Gary.
Gary, them damn
Gary
arms. Them damn beautiful arms.
will not leave.
Choco.
Get out, Gary.
Choco.
He said no.
Feel free to choke.
Listen though,
Filthy.
Andy,
Andy.
beautiful
Poor
Andy.
Sis.
Beautiful, amazing, smart, perfect body, Andy.
Honestly, truly.
Honestly, truly, all the things I want to be as a woman, Andy.
Andy.
What is you doing, baby?
You falling for the okie doke, sis.
Not the okie doke. I mean,
He started to, because, she's like, he started to show side that's not really him. And I was saying to myself, you don't know him. His wife pulled up and said he was an abuser. You found out he was married. The way he was, tell me you love me.
Yeah.
Boy,
That's a sign.
I mean,
That's a sign.
Say it back. Like, oh.
he read her a bedtime story, and it was Harry Potter and the audacity of this ninja.
man, like, you're crazy. And I just feel like, as a woman, if you're dealing with a married man, I look at how you treat your wife or your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be, the way you get a man is the way you lose a man. That's how I feel. There's no judgment, but I just feel like you're doing it to your ex-wife who clearly still loves you.
Right.
And you went back to her and gave her our ring. What the hell is
But
wrong?
for you to risk your career for this man, and then to tell him that she said he was abusive, and to watch how he reacted, and to assume that she meant physically, because clearly that wasn't what she meant.
No.
Yeah.
Because we see where he's like, tell me you love me, and then he brings up her basically throwing her case
Manipulator.
Yeah.
so that he could.
Yeah. People always think they hear abuse and they think physical first and physical
Yeah.
only. Like, emotional and mental abuse is a thing. You know what I mean? They leave scars as well. They may not be physical, something you can't see, but it's just as bad.
Yeah.
Andy, I don't know. This is not it.
Child. And then I still don't understand when he was saying, do I need to grab my things? Why couldn't she just say, grab your things?
Because she didn't want him
want
to, and that's why he was asking, because she know damn well she didn't want him to leave.
But he said-
or was it because Karen was there?
No, I
The
think
friend.
it was because I think it was she started off strong, but then as he continued to talk, and then as he's saying certain things, she started to kind of break down a little bit, and he's trying to explain I left for this and that before we get to the prenup part, but she started to break down, and then the fact that they were talking, and you see she changed her clothes, she came up out of her workout
Baby.
clothes,
Oh, yeah.
so they been there, she got comfortable,
She got super comfortable.
so
He
he can
said
change
it-
that quick.
He said a few things that obviously were red flags, telling her that she pushed him back into the arms,
Yes.
and
the nerve of this man.
You've already done it once.
So he's a great manipulator. So he's an abuser. Like he's a manipulator.
Because she asked.
I'm done.
She said, well, you gave him the ring. You know, and he doesn't even bother to explain why he did that.
He just said, "How did you find out?"
Yeah. If you listen,
babe, you know what, Gary?
I'm tired of these big booty men ruining their women's lives.
They have really great bodies.
They really do.
Great booties.
Big booty man.
Gary
skipping out on church and going to the gym,
right? But he's very, very manipulative.
He is.
Yes.
And she's clearly feeling very guilty about it because, like, she's realizing, you know, even though he doesn't love her, like, he doesn't love his ex-wife anymore, his ex-wife is madly in love with him, and Andi is a part of that because she knew that he was married and she didn't stop, and I think that guilt is kind of catching up with her now.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know,
when you do clown things, the clown are evil,
right? we hate to see it, but here we are. But I mean, this episode was a lot. It definitely was very thought provoking as always.
It's a good episode.
But since we're in the thought provoking mood, let's get into our special segment, Wednesday Wisdom.
Woo!
Yes, child. Wednesday Wisdom is brought to you guys by 6 Brown Chicks on Twitter. If you guys do not, please follow them. And really something cool because they started working with Sistas. So I think that's really amazing. So I'll meet you guys with 2 because I found some really interesting ones. So for those who don't know what Wednesday Wisdom is, it's something where 6 Brown Chicks people write into them for advice. And people give them advice. So I'm going to read it to you. You guys have to give these people advice. Okay. You guys ready?
I'm scared.
I'm going to do 2. We dated for 6 years. I knew from day one I wanted to marry him. But he took his time to commit. Finally, he proposed and I told everybody. Other women have come out the woodwork with engagement rings he gave them. And 2 babies. All while we were together. Advice?
The babies.
Get the hell out, Gary! Go get. Not.
Nah, you just gotta go, sis. Like,
he giving them out like ring pops.
yep.
What Drake
Want a
said?
ring pop? Want a ring pop?
I give a Chanel bag out like the guy's just giving out rings.
And babies.
Girl, clearly you got to leave your man.
You have to leave.
I mean, and before you leave, bleach your stuff, burn up his stuff, and cut up the Jordans.
Do it all.
Just let him go. Like,
Put bologna on the car and go.
Sugar in the tank.
Sugar in the tank.
Bologna in the car, it peels off the paint.
oh.
Ooh, sounds
And it
personal.
bakes in the sun.
Oh, well, let me
Now we're
take-
taking notes.
And the tire, you hit them from the side. Because, you know, at the top, it just, you know, you can feel that, replace that.
So y'all all crazy.
Now, what brand bologna should I get?
So y'all all crazy on this panel.
Can I go to the 99 store?
I'm not
or should I-
regular.
Aquarius and Taurus. Crazy.
So farmers
Don't
market.
play.
All right, y'all ready for number 2,
You
you
probably want something that's
crazies?
a little more processed. That's
Yeah.
probably, you know, some
Oh,
cheaper.
Oscar Mayer.
Okay, I'm done.
So my panel's crazy. So let's do question number 2. Okay? My fiance's birthday was in October. And I spent $4,000 on a Hennessy fight party for him at a local mansion and on him and his gifts. My birthday's at the end of the month, and he says he needs to budget for a trip with him and his frat brothers. A trip he's not taking me on. Advice.
He's a Libra. He's a Libra, and you gotta leave him, sis.
Both of them were. I just,
You listen.
Oh.
So you spent all this money on his birthday, and now it's your birthday, so he's like,
Yeah.
I gotta go on a trip with my boys.
Hey, man.
yeah, you gotta like, right.
And this is not your kicking, this is your fiance.
Oh, this is your fiance.
Oh.
Oh,
Not
that's
a man you're kicking it with.
problem. So you have to address that. You also have to, if you're gonna stay with him, next birthday you don't do a goddamn thing. But you do have to address it. Like, you know what I mean? I go out for you. We are supposed to be spending our lives together. We're planning to make that commitment. I feel like how we show each other love on our birthdays, we should it should be equal. You know what I mean? Some to a certain extent, because sometimes people may do more than the other one just because it's like that's their thing. Like, I want to do this and I want to do that, but you can't just totally drop the ball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like sometimes I may understand. Like I might go the extra mile, and that's fine because that's the personality. But you can't. You know what I mean? I can't be giving you like filet mignon dates and you come with hamburger helper. So
I think that's poor communication though, because I feel like you need to know your partner's love language, because like. I love giving gifts, but I don't necessarily like giving gifts. I'm much more of like, I want you to do something, like spend time with, like you need to know how the person receives love and then respond accordingly to that. So that's cool. If your thing is to give gifts, you should communicate that your way of receiving love is also getting gifts.
Can I just read one more?
Please.
We
got time.
I was saving this one for last because this is really ridiculous.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. I was caught stealing and went to jail for 2 years. My baby daddy took care of our 4 kids, but he never put money on my books or visited. His cousin did.
Oh.
His cousin looked out for me when I got released. I stayed with him. Should I run away with him? My kids and my baby daddy don't know that I'm home.
Girl. Thought you been out of jail for quite some time. And nobody knows.
Her babies are in college now.
They're like, where's mom? You see a motherfucker on QuickGram. I could, like, what? Since Sabrina said she was in jail, her baby father didn't even, but he's taking care of your 4 kids.
He's taking care of 4 kids,
He can't put nothing on your book, sis.
No.
So the cousin did.
Got it.
And you...
Nah, she's wrong.
And
She's wrong.
In the words of Cardi B, whatever you do, sis, keep it cute, sis. And that's not cute.
That's not cute at all.
But I
That
had to
man
read
is
that
taking
one.
care of 4 kids.
Yo,
Come
4
on.
kids.
Come on now.
And it's because the cousin put something... Because he ain't got no kids. He ain't got nothing else to do.
Right, he ain't got nothing else to do.
Exactly.
He's trying to get it. So I had to read that one because that
At
was
least
hilarious.
she needs to go back to, the family and explain
and go
to
to your
him and just
kid.
say, listen, this is what happened. Mommy is, unfortunately moving on. Thank you to Daddy for holding y'all down. I will visit. I'll send some money. But I'm running off with Daddy's cousin.
Now, see, on the flip, if the dad wants to plant something stolen on her and call the police, I'm not mad at it. Because what you're not going to do.
Or let's just say that we're home first. Tell your kids that they're home.
At least,
El Marie's making Aquarius is looking real crazy today.
Y'all Aquariuses are...
at least write a letter. If you don't want to tell them in person, like, hey, Mommy's been home for quite some time. Please meet me at the local Walmart. I don't know.
Mommy loves you. But like, if that was a man doing that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sis, a cousin, like, and you got kids. It's not like you just broke up with him or whatever you want to do. But y'all got 4 kids. You can't be like,
this your brother, cousin.
Ooh,
and your kids, and you living your best life with your kid, without your kids.
Without your kids.
See you guys. And that was Wednesday Wisdoms. Brought to you by 6 Brown Chicks on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow them.
Lord, y'all let us know what y'all would do in those situations.
Okay.
Please.
Make it legal though, so we don't have to report y'all to the police. Please.
Period.
We have news and gossip, right?
We did.
I'm stressed. I was thinking, I'm like, Lord, let's do it.
Howard is
Lord, child. So the first one up is our girl KJ. She will be in a new movie. So she signed on to be in this movie called Death in Texas. Stephen Lang joins Death in Texas, and KJ is joining Fatal Affair. So, she's out here working, but and busy doing her thing.
Busy.
Proud of her.
They looked good at the Soul Train Awards.
Yes.
They sure did.
She's hot.
Okay, and then the next one we have up is just us. Tyler Perry congratulating everybody on being the #1 new show. So he put on a tweet, the #1 new drama on cable is The Oval, and Sisters is #3. Thank you. They're both on tonight. I'll see you on Twitterland. So, congrats. Sisters is #3.
Oh,
yeah.
#1.
Can I tell y'all though?
Holds it down.
Since we're keeping it in the Tyler Perry family, The Oval.
I need to watch that.
I've been catching up too.
I'm so obsessed with it.
It's amazing. So I work at Viacom, and sometimes they stream the president of Viacom. He has these breakfasts in the morning. So when we can't come, they stream him just talking. So one day, Drew and I were just getting breakfast, and we overheard him talking about the #1 shows. And he was pretty much like, yeah, Viacom's sister, The Oval is the #1 show on cable. Like, and he's talking to people at Paramount, because for those who don't know, Viacom's mixed in with Paramount. He's like, The Oval's our #1 cable show. Sistas is up there. He said Love and Hip Hop for Viacom. So, like, Viacom's looking really good. But I thought it was dope to hear him say, like, The Oval and Sistas is doing really good right now for Viacom.
And if you're in Hollywood, there's giant posters of Sistas and The Oval on the side of the Viacom building that Kiki and I get to walk past every day. It's very cool to see them. But yeah, thank you for that, Howard.
News and gossip.
I hate Howard.
Oh my gosh! All right, y'all.
There it is.
Let's get into predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Just
Show
so
gives me anxiety.
you guys know, we will be on Thanksgiving break next week, so we'll be doubling up the week after. But you know, we're still very excited about next week's episode because it looks stressful. So Kiki.
This show gives me anxiety for good reasons. I do think the commercial we seen of Andi speaking to his wife, I don't think it's anything crazy. I think either like I think it's one of those things where someone reached out to him and was like, don't work with Andi or this team. I don't think it's what we think it is. I do believe, I'm really interested in the Dani Zach story because even with Zach saying to her, like, I found you beautiful, but you pushed me out for your friend, I'm really interested in that because Karen's in another space and though it's girl code, I would like to see my girl Dani get some. I just want Andi to just leave him alone. And my homegirl Novi's character, Sabrina and Calvin, I'm really interested in that because I want to know where the hell he had to go at 1 o'clock in the morning. Though I'm dragging myself into why he had them damn panties on. Though I don't mind, but I would just like to know. That's like,
had them panties on.
just curious.
I think it could be a little something, but I think with Andi, her boss has her back. Even if it's like more so for his benefit, he still does kind of have her back. So I think it's going to be a situation that he kind of like tries to smooth out some kind of way. So I think it's going to be a little bit of both, you know what I mean? Or maybe something like she suspects, but he kind of like pulls her in and you know, distracts her like, no, that's not it, whatever. So I think that's going to kind of like go down next week. Yeah, like I keep saying, Dani and Zach, that's dangerous. So I think we're going to get a little bit closer. I don't know about her telling Sabrina. I don't think Sabrina will tell, but the fact that now you're kind of putting it out there, or I think maybe she's telling on herself so that to keep her from doing it. Because she feels really tempted to probably do it. So let someone know to hold me responsible so I don't.
Oh gosh. Well, well, I mean, I don't know. I think Dani is definitely going to pursue Zach.
Zaddy.
Unfortunately, even though I don't want her to, but she will. I think they might even play around with the situation. Sabrina's definitely telling the whole crew about what's going on, and unfortunately, it's gonna hurt, a good girl. But I also see that Andi is still going to represent Gary's ex-wife. For some odd reason, maybe she'll find herself within the ex-wife. Maybe she'll be like, this could be me. I might be going down this same path. So hopefully, she'll actually represent her and just realize, Gary ain't it, girl.
Get him for everything.
Bye, Gary.
Bye, Gary. I think I agree with that. I think that Calvin's going to get tired of Sabrina constantly questioning his sexuality and, he's trying to treat her right and she keeps creating these roadblocks for herself. And I think he's going to get tired of it because you can only, show someone that you care so many times. And I think she's going to have to really do some self-reflecting there. I think Dani and Zach, you can't have a man like that in your house and nothing happens.
Baby, that back,
woo,
that front, that ass,
that booty.
So I think a conversation of, girl code and everything's going to come into question. I think it might cause a split in the group a little bit. One person siding with Dani, maybe someone siding with Karen. But we will have to see. Yeah. But like I said, we won't be here next week because of Thanksgiving break. So happy Thanksgiving. Woo. Or whatever you celebrate. Because, we don't,
Yeah.
But anyway, happy spending time with your friends and family. How about that?
Yes.
But until we come back, Kiki, birthday girl, where can they find you?
Yes, you guys can pull up on Monday. No, I'm kidding. Monday's my B-Day. You guys can find me on social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
And you guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at LMarieCD.
Yes, you can find me on the Quickgram at Howard the Third. And I also do a show with Nakia on Sundays called Back to Reality. We won't be here this Sunday because we'll be celebrating Kiki's birthday. But next Sunday we there, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And I'm your girl, Drew Jones. You guys can find me on all the things at OK Drew J. And on Sundays, I'm on the Real Housewives of Atlanta talking about all the things Atlanta. But again, I won't be there Sunday because it's Kiki's birthday. Until next time, guys, we'll see you all soon. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.